Okay, is this going? Let's see. My circle. Okay, yeah, we're going. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another stream with Red Shadow. We're gonna be doing a little bit of Beat Saber today, and pretty much me talking, just because I have something to talk about, and I just wanted to, I don't know, it'd be something fun to talk about on a stream. So I think we're gonna go with online today, so I don't have to worry about actually picking my song. So that's gonna be nice. We'll get into a song really quick with those people. Have a little bit of a lobby time, so that's gonna be unfortunate for us. Although that's just how it goes. Why did they already up without a Beat Saber map? Firestarter. Put Firestarter in there. Firestarter sounds fun. I don't know if they're gonna crystallized. I mean, if they're gonna go crystallized. Wait, did I say that? Crystallized. Yeah. I think it's crystallized. I don't know. So we don't have a fifth person. We've got, I'm not even gonna pronounce that name, Rob and your mum. Congratulations, toddler. Oh, I wish I could see myself. Awkward K9. Yep. I don't know why you need to have numbers behind that, because I don't think anybody would take that name. I know for a fact Red Shadow is a freaking name that gets taken everywhere. I don't know who I'm competing against to get my name on everything. Oh well. So it's gonna be a very nice, calm stream. I don't think I'm gonna go too competitive and try and beat everybody, as I could, but I don't really want to. I'm just gonna do some Beat Saber's game and hopefully not mess up. So what I wanted to talk about was I'm an 18-year-old graduated man. Let's just go with that. That's a perfect description of me. So I just graduated a little bit ago, and so I was doing, regular class things, trying to, like, the last week of school, you know how it goes. You're not paying attention at all. So that's about what I was doing. And obviously, with teachers, they have trying to find something to do. So one of my teachers has the brilliant idea to bring up politics in my English class. So I find it interesting because you wouldn't know, obviously, outside of my streaming platform, but I'm a very political person, and I like to keep up to date with everything. I want to know what the world around me is doing, just because it's fun. And so he started talking about politics, and obviously he's left-leaning because of the teacher. That's kind of what you assume when it comes to teachers. So he does a pretty good job of talking about politics and bringing up really touchy subjects. And I know there are a lot of conservatives out there, like myself, who do not like politics in the classroom. But I respect this amount of politics in the classroom because you're a senior. You should know some of the stuff. You should be aware, and you should have already formulated your opinion about it. You're going into the real world. You're going to be asked questions very soon, really, because you're going into college. You're going to be asked these questions. So as a senior in your last week of school, it was the perfect time to bring up politics. And to start, it was very awkward because it was out of the blue. I didn't expect it because this was the first time I've actually witnessed politics in the classroom. Usually I wouldn't get politics in the classroom ever, other than maybe my government teacher, but most government teachers that I had were conservatives as well, which is crazy. Well, most of them, or it was either they were conservative or the class was so conservative that they just shut their mouths so they couldn't really say anything, which is a very big possibility. So, yeah. after this massive part of the song. So I'm sitting there in my English class, and he starts talking about burning books. So we had just finished for our fourth quarter project a book reading of the Holocaust, All But My Life. And my personal opinion was I didn't much care for it because I found it to just be another Holocaust. Now that might be insensitive, but the thing is that I just dislike I dislike the Holocaust in its entirety. I'm talking about it in general. Not because I've been there or my family's been there, but just because it's just like a pie. Why would I want to talk about that? Why do I want to talk about one of the most depressing parts of history, like, more than once? And I'm also a historian, so I really like government and all the politics that happened during that time. And obviously you're like, oh yeah, the freaking Holocaust happened, but like, Holocaust happened. Boom, you're done. You already know that's gone. Move it to the side, it's done. Boom, learned Holocaust, you're done. So, after that, it was just another, I had already read a Holocaust book in my 8th grade, sophomore year? Yeah, sophomore year. I think I read another Holocaust book in my sophomore year, and I was like, okay, that was depressing. Moving on. That's in the past. I can't do anything about it. Except maybe stop a future one, if ever occurs, which I don't think would. But besides that point, he was talking about burning books, because that's one of the things that the Germans did back when they were in power of Nazism. They burnt books. And he hinted at, like, oh yeah, burning books. Now, if you were somebody who never paid attention to politics, you'd be like, man, burning books sucks. Why? Why would you ever do that? It's so stupid. Until you realize the background story of why they're banning books. So, to my knowledge, which, hey, if it's wrong, it's wrong. Tell me. Tell me I'm wrong. So I can go, like, actively research it. So send me, like, a link to a page. Well, don't send me. But just, like, send me, like, a topic. Be like, hey, have you looked at this? So as far as I know, the only people that are banning books is not public libraries. So not public libraries. So they're still there. They're not banned federally. Now, they are banned in schools. Now, what schools? Like high school? No. Elementary schools. And it's like, well, okay. Well, then what kind of books are they banned? One's talking about sexual activity or really graphic violence, I would think. And then, yeah, you're right on the spot. Now, some books, it's kind of funny what kind of books they're banning from schools, but I mean, it's a school. It's not meant for much violence. Obviously, yeah, some violence, and also, like, in 6th grade, would you really want to know about, like, slavery? Like, do you want to know about, like, the tortures that everybody went through? No, I don't want to make my freaking, what is it, 10-year-old, 11-year-old? No. I don't want to have my 12-year-old just, like, despise the entirety of humanity. Just because it's like, oh, man, we were so stupid in the past. It's like, okay, you're not that. It's like, yeah, but we're so evil. It's like, come to the fuck, bro. Like, we've always been evil. It's just we change what kind of evil things we do. I mean, look at business. Look at politics that I'm currently talking about. And you're going to tell me that, well, that's not evil? You're literally manipulating most people to get your way, and in economics, you're trying to manipulate people to get a quick buck. Real estate? It's kind of mean out there. Old lady, old man, old parents that can't afford their house anymore. What does the bank do? Yeah, fine. But we really need that. No, fine. So, there's a lot of evils in the world. It's just, you've got to know which ones to avoid and which ones to despise. Because there's some evils that are just never going to go away. They're not going to go away. They're evils like theft. Theft is evil, but it's never going away. Because because there's always going to be somebody that's just like, well, I really, really, really appreciate that. Or I just want that so bad, I can't take it. So there's always going to be murder. There's always going to be these evil. So when you go back to the books, it's like, well, why does the little tiny child need to be introduced to evils of the world? Why can't it just be naive until it gets into high school and we can break its heart? Because it's already breaking its own heart. I need to go check. Oh, Vassal. Oh, my friend's. Oh well. I'll call her back later after I'm streaming. No mercy. Nice. So, my thought on banning books. No banning books in public libraries. That doesn't make sense. Why would you want to ban books in a public library? It's not necessary. I don't like to ban books in public libraries because it's public. Everybody's allowed there. When you take your kid to the public library, you should be knowing, but it should be in a different... No, I don't know. I don't know about different section. But, like, let's not put slavery in with the Elmo books. Like, they don't need to know about that. Also, and then after he was talking about, oh, they banned slavery books and Holocaust books and LGBTQ community books and gender, and then he moved on. And obviously, me being the political guy, I'm like, huh? You what the what? You skipped over something. I didn't hear you. I didn't hear you. Can you repeat that? What about that last part? So yeah, I mean, why should a kid know about sexual stuff? It's a kid. Oh wow. Wait, what the fuck? Aw, shoot, bro, I hate these. Okay, I might actually have to pay attention because I've never played one-handed. I need you. So, yeah, it was fun to listen to him talk about that, but then he also, instead of just like teaching and teaching and teaching and not giving us a chance, he actually gave us all chances to talk. And most people are seniors and they're just trying to fucking get out of the class. They're like, sir, I'm done with your bullshit for the entire year. You are a freaking maniac and I want out. I have survived your class, so I'm just gonna clock out. And most people were just like, yep, mister, you're good. I'll leave it here now. I'll try. I might actually say it. But, oh my gosh. Okay. Whoa. Oh, did I fail? Oh, I think I failed. I still have more points than him. Anyway. So, obviously, he starts talking about that and that, and he's like, right at the end, right at the very end, he starts talking about, like, okay, what's something in your world, a politic thing that you think is absolutely BS? And I was thinking, and they're like, this is like 15 seconds of thinking, and no one had said anything, because obviously they're all seniors. They're like, I'm done with you, Mr. Crossy. Move on. So I'm thinking, like, okay, what was something really cool I could fucking so that I could talk. Oh wait, before that point, at the end of class, I had talked about something I tried to hint that destroyed his argument with the books. So with the books, he decided to talk about how Germany did that. He related the Germany book banning to our current book banning. Well, I'm a historian. That doesn't work, because I know everything about the Germans, pretty much. So, what I went with was, so back when Germany... Are you kidding me? Oh, hell no. I'm not doing one-handed. That's freaking stupid. I hate one-handed. Oh my god. I'm not doing fucking one-handed. I hate it. Sorry for my swearing, but I hate one-handed. Gosh dang. I'll go with that. Yeah, that's better. That better. Yes! Two-handed, let's go! Screw you guys. I hate that. So, back when Germany, history lesson, back when Germany was in power, the first thing that Germany did, and pretty much all fascists did this. Even Stalin did this. All bad people do this. They disarm their population. It's the first thing they will do. You want to oppress your people, you immediately take away their rights. You take away their ability to fight back. And what are they going to do? It's the same thing that happened. It happened in the book. Like, there's so many times where it's like, when the Jewish people were in the ghettos, if they all had guns, do you think them getting taken away to, like, camps was going to be very easy? No. Like, bro, in America, cops have to be careful knocking on anybody's door because you don't know who's going to freaking fire through the door. I'm not saying that's a good thing, but if it was an oppressive government, like, there is no way you can take out your citizens and make them compliant if you do not do your whole get everybody's guns down. So that's what the Germans did. And I talked to them. I was like, the Germans took away everybody's guns. And I was actively trying to hint at the left-siding Democrats. They want to take away our guns. Well, not necessarily take away all of our guns. They want to take away AR. That's their main plan. That's their stuff. They're like, we don't need AR weapons. And they're like, well, we only need it for hunting. And the Second Amendment was only we only need guns for hunting. Why do you use AR for hunting? Why not use AR? We never said we were using AR. That was the plan. The plan with our guns was, and if you go back in history, again, in 1977, when we had our, 1976, when either we gained our independence or we started the revolution. I can't remember off the top of my head, and also like 18. So, I think that back then, when they signed the Declaration of Independence, they did all the, and they did the amendments, and they were like, okay, bear arms. You have the right to bear arms. That meant that we should be able to have as much guns as the military could. Which, so far, yeah, we do. We have guns. We have enough to fight against our military. Currently. Sure, we're not going to be very effective. We don't have tanks, airplanes, news. But we do have warfare and so, with our guns, we can protect ourselves from any government that is trying to oppress us. And that's what the guns are for. And that's what the founding fathers had intended. It was pretty clear that that's what they had intended, because we would like, connect one together. Britain, back in the time, in the 1970s, also took away the American guns. That's kind of how it started with the Concord and, was it Lexington? I think it was Lexington. And Concord. And when the British, the reason they were going to Lexington was because they thought that there were gun stores there, which there were, so they weren't wrong, but it was illegal. So that's why they were going up there to just confiscate them. So that's why. And that's why they were like, well, if we ever needed to rebel against a government in the future that is going to be really authoritarian and like Hitler, we can fight back because we have guns. We have the right to bear arms. And they said bear arms and not just guns because they never know what's going to happen. You have right to bear a weapon. That is your right, and you are allowed to have it. So that's what they intended. So guns, and I connected this in the argument. I took that example of what Germany did was take away their guns and tried to hint. I didn't say it out loud because obviously you can't really say it out loud, but I hinted at it and I hope he would pick up on it and be like, so fascists take away their guns. And I gave him the look, just like the, you know what I'm talking about? Like what the left-leaning people are doing, and he's like, could you explain that more? And it's like, okay, I can't even. I stopped. So I dropped that argument, and I was like, I don't know what's going on. Because I was obviously not getting to the guy. So now, let's go back to that. Oh, what's the BS? And I was thinking. And I finally came up. I was like, yeah, I can fight that. And I blurred out right before he's about to be like, okay, no one got anything. How about I start calling? And I blurred out because he had stopped calling on me, probably because I did that gun thing. So I blurted out during this, like, oh, has anybody got anything? And I said feminism. And he took it back. He was like, whoa, wait. Could you explain that? That's a pretty big statement. And I was like ready to jump on top. I was like, yep, I picked this because I knew I could fight it. I knew about it and I have been researching it for a while on why it's BS. Because it's lost its true value. Its overarching, its natural value, and what it stood for when it started. Feminism in the dictionary is the want for women to have equal rights as men. That's what feminism started with. That's how it was. That, very good. Gaining the right to vote, I can't say that wasn't bad. So it was good. If it's bad, it was good. So that's what I said. I said, old feminism, very good, very helpful, got women to vote. Also got other things. Prohibition wasn't as good. That wasn't 100% feminism, but it was partial feminism. But that didn't work, obviously. And so feminism had been pretty good. But now, modern feminism, which I am not 100% sure is feminism. By its own definition, it doesn't it should be a word. Because there is no legal right that a man has over a woman. And a woman has every right that a man has. So that's why I think feminism, yes, it's not fighting for its original cause. And that's kind of what I say, basically, is that feminism is no longer its original cause to get women equal rights as men. I think that feminism is trying to gain more rights, gain superiority over or get more rights than men. So I say that it's lost its true value of trying to, get get equal rights as men. That's what the whole beginning cause was. That's what it all started with. It was, okay, let's get the same rights as men. And most people would be able to be on that side because it's like, I mean, I can't say no. We're just giving somebody a basic human right to vote on something that affects them. That makes sense. And then it happened. It kind of went downhill for me because obviously I knew I was walking into this bear trap the second I said it. I know. I walked into a bear trap. I knew what I was doing because obviously anytime you spit any facts or anything that opposes left-leaning Democrats, they get offended. And then they start talking a lot more, because then they wake up. They're like, wait a minute, hold on. Feminism, that affects me, bitch. Feminism, good. And that's pretty much what they go off. So, this girl, just going to give you a very small description. Red sweatshirt, really big, wears glasses, looks like she fell off many times, and is somebody who works in the digital arts. So you already know this one is probably a disappointment for the family. I'm just messing. Calm down, I take it back. JK, I don't need it. But that's her physical description. She was pretty big, on the chubby side. And she says, and I think I can quote this. But you just give me, because I am just playing Beat Saber, so give me a little slack. She said, well, 5 men voted against abortion. I think that's what she said. Now, that doesn't make sense to my argument at all, or in response to my argument. Because if you think about it, wait, hold on. What does that do with feminism? Does abortion give women equal rights as men? Because I don't think men can abort unless God's like rolled out the new hybrid human that I haven't seen. I don't think a man can have a child. I mean, I don't know how that works, but I'm sure somebody's tried. But besides that, it doesn't make sense to the argument that I'm going to say. Pretty much telling me that I have one argument, one of a better argument for her that was really personal territory that she might be able to like talk more about. So she talks about abortion. Obviously, I know a little about abortion, and I am pro-life. So I'm like, okay, fine. Let's go into this argument. I guess I'll take the feminism is not to gain the same rights as men, to gain more rights as men. So I'll put that as a check for me, a win on my side for now, throughout the class. And I bounce back with her argument, and I'm like, and I restate it, but in a real sense, to put it into perspective. So 5 men decided to vote against killing children, babies. Yeah, that's almost a thing. That's pretty that's the meat and potatoes. That's the meat and potatoes of that statement that I had said. I was trying to say, like, yes? Alright. I have to go tell my brother. So I will come back. I'll get back on and I'll tell you the story part 2 of my stream. After this So, obviously she talks about fun, abortion, and all those things, killing babies, blood. It's fun. So, obviously, she's like, so you consider a baby fetus alive? And then started comparing a human child, human fetus, to a duck embryo. And she says, so if I serve you a duck embryo as a luxury gift, that would be bad. I don't know exactly what she said, but that's pretty much what she says. So she was trying to compare a duck embryo to finally as something with some potential. And at the time, I think it makes sense. So I'm like, I eat cows every day. Does that make me a whole cow? By logic that you're trying to let me? And that was supposed to be support. I was supposed to be like, yeah, I'm not an animal because I ate meat. But she's so fun that she decided to take that stick and walk with it. So it laughs, and when I say cannibal, it clicked in her brain. Started talking about cannibals. And she's like, some people are cannibals. And my mind took it back. I was like, whoa, bro. Calm down. And I realized that she is now currently fighting to support cannibalism. Or at least in some sense, she's defending cannibalism because it's in a setting that society sees as good. And I was like, whoa, what the heck? And my teacher chimes in and says, hey, let's not talk about that. Let's like kill the argument here. So I take it, and he goes on to do whatever he does, and not as interesting after that. So that ends the argument. And I'm like, I think I won. But I don't know. I'll see you guys in the next stream. I don't know what you guys think. Let me leave it in the comments. I have my brother sitting right here looking at me. So, see you guys in the next video. Bye.